Hopefully you can't see any like dirty laundry on the floor. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. If you haven't seen me before, this is me. Oh, I'm so lame. Okay, anyway, I suck at these intros. Okay, I drink this whole thing and then wonder why I have a headache. I post mommy videos on YouTube, mommy videos, vlogs. Might have a new channel coming out soon. I don't know, life's a little crazy with 2 babies, but posting new videos, cleaning videos, stuff like that on that channel. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see mommy videos, vlogs, tips, breastfeeding stuff. Let me know in my little community tab what you want to see because YouTube has turned my comments off. Thank you, YouTube. You're the best. I am going to get into this video. I'm feeling a little caffeine at 11:30 p.m. Today I want to talk about how to make recovery from labor and delivery easier. I have had natural vaginal births. No, not natural. I used an epidural. Okay, anyway, I meant vaginal births instead of, I like to say vaginal births instead of normal births because all birth is normal. I'm getting on a tangent and we're like a minute in. Okay, I think these will apply to C-section recovery as well, but I wrote these things down as I was recovering from the birth of my second baby. And I hate it. I hate it so much. Not to like scare you guys at all if you're about to have a baby. Hopefully these things help you and it makes it go by fast and you just heal and stuff, but it sucks. It sucks so much. Hopefully these things can make it a little less sucky for you. I'm just being real with you guys. If you have not watched my What They Don't Tell You About Labor and Delivery vlog, I'm pretty sure all of those things still apply. I haven't watched it in a couple years. I don't like to watch myself on YouTube. I don't like to watch my videos because go watch it and maybe that'll help prepare you for birth. This hopefully will help prepare you for after birth. Number 1, I put down set your expectations low and then like lower them again and lower them again. This is not supposed to be like in a depressing way. It is a little hard to come to terms with after you just have a baby because before a baby you have more time on your hands, you have more independence, you can get things done, and it's just a big adjustment to being a mom, to not being able to do those things as well because of having a baby and because of having a newborn or because of having a newborn and a toddler. I have something in my eye. I'm not trying to be daunting in any way, but I always try to give it real to you guys. Some people adjust a lot better. I did not adjust well to my first baby. I mainly want to talk about it because I've had a lot of moms reach out to me that say thank you for sharing about this because I've had a hard time adjusting and a lot of the times that's not talked about, and so now I don't feel normal or now I feel guilty because I'm having a hard time adjusting to this life or adjusting to this 3-hour loop of feeding and changing diapers and sleeping and puking and feeding and changing diapers and sleeping and puking. It's a big adjustment, but you will adjust and you will learn and you will get through it and you will come out on the other side. That sounds daunting again, but you will get through it. I promise. It seems like it's not gonna go fast sometimes if you're struggling with it. Then you look back and you're like, what the heck? I have a 3-month-old. That is my life right now. I have a 3-month-old. He's like 18 pounds. My arms are dead. Back to my topic. Set your expectations low. Your goals for the day, okay? So your goals for the day should be to keep everyone alive and fed. That's it. If you've accomplished that goal, good job. I literally wrote, if everyone is alive and well fed at the end of the day, it's a successful day. Sometimes I would like to add to my list and say I really want to get a load of laundry done because I have a toddler that needs underwear. He is out of underwear. So I would try and get 1 load of laundry done. And the more you adjust and learn how to just do life, you're able to do more. So don't feel so overwhelmed at the beginning. Don't overwhelm yourself. Even just overwhelming yourself with like getting all the laundry done or all of the dishes done. Just like get a few plates washed. Like set your goals and your expectations low, and then the more you accomplish, the better you feel instead of feeling kind of depressed or just frustrated with the fact that you can't get more done. Just be proud of the fact that you have kept a human being alive. I need to get on to the next question. Number 2, smell your baby's head. I've heard other moms talk about this, so I don't think I'm a weirdo, but smell your baby's head. They smell so good. That sounds so creepy. Quinn, I'm not a creeper. Okay. I think there's something with like attachment and hormones or smell of babies and their moms and smelling their heads. For me, it just, 1, helped me to connect to him and to feel bonded to him, but also to just breathe and to just relax and to unclench my jaw, sit there like because I'm just an anxious person, smelling your baby's head does wonders. So smell your baby's head. Okay, this is one thing that I actually learned with Quinn this time around. How am I at 11 minutes? Holy cow, I'm gonna hate myself editing this. When you are doing something that's frustrating with them, like in the middle of the night and you fed them and you're trying to get them back to sleep and your husband's laying there sleeping, everybody else in the house is sleeping. Anything frustrating like that that takes time and patience and endurance, try to just like think of something else. I think that I was way more frustrated when I was trying to get Quinn to sleep, but especially with Beckham, and I was sitting there bouncing them, trying to get him to sleep or trying to get him to burp. Quinn is the worst burper and they won't do it. Try to think of something else. So we are totally remodeling this whole house. I would try and think of the project that I'm gonna work on next. I'm gonna think of the little accent wall that I want to build in his room. Think of the measurements of it and what I want to hang on it and what color and how I'm gonna caulk the lines and paint and sand, and like think of all of these things, and the time passes and all of a sudden you look down and he's asleep. Instead of sitting there just being frustrated the whole time and just like dwelling on the fact that he won't go to sleep, think about something else and it tends to help pass that time and you're a little less frustrated. I put celebrate the small wins, literally all of them. I think I wrote that down like when he lost his belly button cord. Things like that just make you feel proud. Like his belly button was really smelly and we had to put antibiotic cream on it, and that's a story that you don't care about. It was a lot of work to try and keep his little belly button clean and make it not reek and take care of him for that amount of time. So once he lost his little belly button cord, it's like a little mini victory for myself. And it's okay to celebrate those things. It's okay to make a big deal about those. This is your life right now. You should be proud of it. It takes a lot of work to care about all these little details about a human being. As of right now, I'm celebrating just him being able to hold his head up better, or when we get longer times for tummy time. Just celebrate those small wins because you deserve to celebrate them. I wrote down take your meds in advance. I learned the hard way with Beckham. I don't even think I took Tylenol when I first got home, or ibuprofen or anything. I like took zero drugs. Zero. Meds not only help you heal from any soreness that you have from pushing, like your muscles, or if you've had tears, breastfeeding pain. If I would take ibuprofen, that would help with that. If I stayed on top of my meds, it helped with breastfeeding too. Stay on top of them. If you get ahead of them, you don't notice the pain as much. And then I'd like sleep through taking one, and I'd wake up at 8 when I was supposed to take it at like 4 that morning, and I would feel it and I would regret not taking it at 4 a.m. I put down don't wait until you need them, because then it feels like you're behind the pain. And then you can slowly wean off of them or whatever you're taking. I mean, obviously I'm not on any drugs right now. Gosh, I need to go to bed. I put accept help in any way that others can offer it. Might not be ideal, but it's helpful. That's the key point. Ideally, in an ideal perfect world, I would not have given birth in a pandemic. I would have had my mother or my mother-in-law come over and stay with us at the house for a week and helped make meals, and maybe even 2 weeks. I could have used them for like 2 months, but we are in a pandemic. I just wasn't comfortable having people around my newborn. I don't know how I would have survived adjusting to having Beckham at home without having my mom come a few times, without Taylor being home a little longer this time around. Contacts are getting dry. That means I've been talking for too long. Just take any help that you're given. Any help. Gift cards, food. Like my parents would come over, and it was summertime during the pandemic, so they were able to play outside with Beckham. Like I said, ideally it would have been great to have him inside, staying here, hanging out with us, playing with toys, or holding Quinn. Just take help however you can get it, even if it's not ideal. Number whatever, I don't know what number it is. Don't make plans. Like, no plans. I swore up and down that I was not gonna have anything going on the next time that I had a baby, after we had to go to like my grandpa's birthday party when Beckham was 3 or 4 days old. It was nuts. Or maybe he was 6 days old. I don't know. It felt like he was like 2 hours old. Don't make any plans. Even like getting out of the house, the pandemic has been kind of nice in that sense. I'm not expected to be anywhere, so I don't have to like try and fit into old clothes. I don't have to get myself ready as much. I don't have to try and get kids in a car seat right now. It's a lot of work to take a baby anywhere. Don't feel obligated to be anywhere. Don't make plans ahead of time. And then if you're feeling great and you want to go get ice cream, go get ice cream. But don't make plans. This has to do with while you're in the hospital. Ask your nurse for anything to take home that you can. I don't know what this is like in like other countries, but in the United States, in Iowa, at our hospital, you could ask for whatever. And I had angels of nurses that just like sent me home with so much stuff. And the stuff from the hospital is the best stuff ever. The pads are the best. The mesh underwear is the best. They can send you home with like tucks. Yeah, lanolin if you needed it. I don't like the lanolin. I like coconut oil instead. But just take whatever you can and take it home. Okay, I don't have many left. Use a stool softener or fiber gummy. So I was sent home meds because I passed out and needed a blood transfusion. I was put on an iron tablet, and then because I was on the iron tablet, I needed to have a stool softener. I don't know that you actually need like a prescription for a stool softener. I'm not a doctor, but you can buy fiber gummies at Target. Little gum drops. They taste good. I can't imagine the first time going without having taken a fiber gummy or been on a stool softener. Feels like you're kind of giving birth again. It's terrible. In terms of the meds, again, stay ahead of your bowel movements. Take fiber gummies or ask for a stool softener. I also put get breastfeeding help right away if you're struggling with it instead of suffering through it. We went and got Quinn's tongue and lip tie revised immediately this time instead of at 3 weeks. It was nothing like with Beckham. Even if they don't seem to have a bad latch and things just aren't going well, he's cranky and seems hungry, you hurt still, there's clicking when baby's eating, you think you might need to supplement too. Ask your doctor about supplementing. Fed is best. Fed is best. But if you are exclusively breastfeeding and it's still not, something's not right, make an appointment with a lactation consultant and get it figured out before you are just drowning. Before you feel like you can't get your head above and get help and fix the things, just get help, and I feel like it'll help you feel like you're not alone. And if you join a La Leche League group on Facebook, it can just help you feel like you're not alone. And they can help you out on there too. Find a good show to zone out to when you're feeding or when baby's sleeping on you. Or find a good show to zone out to. For me, it's kind of fun because then you can look back on each baby and kind of know like what show you were watching at the time. With Beckham, I think it was like Arrested Development. I watched Gossip Girl and Grey's Anatomy when I was home with just him and I didn't have a toddler to chase after. And then this time around, after Beckham went to bed at night, we would sit with Quinn and we'd watch Schitt's Creek. I loved it. It's such a funny show. So it's kind of fun to look back and associate a show with your baby being born, but it really just helps you kind of zone out and relax. I put get out on a walk as soon as you feel like you can, but also no pressure. This is not a get your body back type of walk, because I hate that phrase. This is a feel a little better mentally, get some fresh air, get your body just moving and blood circulating. Yeah, type of walk. If you have a C-section in terms of your recovery, even if you have a vaginal birth, getting out on a walk is a big deal, so don't push yourself. But whenever you feel able to, do it if you can weather-wise. It's very good for your mind, and it's just good to get your body moving too. It also can feel like you're escaping and you're like living in the world. Like you walk around the neighborhood and you're like, life is still going on. It can just make you feel a little less hunkered down in your house with baby going through that loop of feeding and eating and sleeping and feeding and eating and sleeping, and just kind of break that cycle and give you a little break. All right, 2 more. This one is a good one. It's a great one. Watch my postpartum essentials videos. Those will help you with making recovery for labor and delivery easier. Hopefully this one helps, and I think I'm going to have some other ones coming out soon. That was just a little shameless plug there. And then the last one is know ahead of time that it sucks. Postpartum healing and adjusting and caring for a baby every 3 hours feeding, which means sometimes you're on almost a 1-hour schedule because you have a baby with reflux and you're holding him upright and you finally just get him down and you sleep for an hour and then you feed him again. And I'm not trying to be daunting and I'm not trying to scare anybody off or put a negative connotation with parenthood or motherhood, but just know ahead of time that it kind of sucks a lot or kind of sucks a little. And then when you get there, if it doesn't suck so much, congrats. That's a good thing. But if it does suck, you know you're not alone. And the rest of us have experienced the suckiness. And we feel you, and we know that right now your life is a little difficult and it's a little hard and it's tiring and exhausting and next level crazy. Just know that with all of that being said, it doesn't feel like it when you're in the thick of it, but it really, really does get better, and it does get better quickly. It doesn't feel like it's getting better, gonna get better any quickly. What did I just say? It doesn't feel like it's gonna get better anytime soon, but then all of a sudden you're kind of healed, and all of a sudden breastfeeding doesn't hurt, and all of a sudden your baby sleeps a little longer. Very soon after you have your baby, or if you're watching this postpartum, very, very soon, it will get a lot easier. It will get easier. I'm at month 3 with my second baby, and month 3 is easier than month 2. And I hope that next month is easier than this month. He's just a very good baby, so it's not been that hard. Just know that it gets easier. It gets easier. I wish somebody would have told me that, because it was so daunting that life was so hard now, because I didn't have anybody telling me that it gets a lot easier in a couple months. It really does. If you need more mom truths on this type of stuff for postpartum, go check out my Instagram, and I think I'm gonna save some of my stories to my highlights that talked about this, because I had a lot of moms reach out to me and say thank you for sharing this, because this is how I feel. Anyway, make sure to subscribe down below if you want to see more videos like this. Make sure to like this video. It helps me out a lot if you found it helpful. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!